protection, just in case, because some people have really good arms with those tennis balls. And I have come away with a couple bruises sometimes. But it's all in good fun.
Rhonda Hirschman, Darren Kitson, Jeremy Gleason, Mike Crane, Erica Payne, Deidre Walsh, Tracy West,
So welcome to Swamp Bat Nation. No, I am not Brooke. She is at camp and she's being a kid again, but she does want to come back next year, so I'm really excited. But today we have Shannon Daly and Ribby. Woohoo! Yeah, so Ribby's taking a little time off. He's gonna, go out and enjoy the circuit. He's been doing a lot of promos this summer, so he's trying to relax a little bit, take a little vacation. I hear he's gonna go to the beach and lay in the sun a little bit, go out at night and fly and get mosquitoes and stuff like that. Yeah, he just hasn't had time for that this year.
Exactly, he's been too busy.
Yeah. So Shannon.
Yes.
Okay, we're done. The season is finished.
It is.
Unbelievable.
I know. It went by so fast.
It did. It
so
did.
fast.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything. You think that the summer's going to last forever, and all of a sudden, boom, we're done.
I know. When I wrote up the calendar at the beginning of the season, I was like, wow, that's going to take so long to get through. And it's over now.
Yeah.
It was just crazy.
It is.
Absolutely crazy.
It is. Yeah. So, Shannon, where did you come from? Who are you? Why are you here?
I'm originally from Ware, New Hampshire, and I went to Keene State College for my bachelor's degree in mathematics. And then I decided I wanted to go into nonprofits, so I applied to be an intern at the Swamp Bats, and then I became the operations manager.
Wow. Well, and so what does operation manager entail? What is that?
My biggest responsibility is watching over and mentoring the interns, making sure that they work with the sponsors and get everything that needs to be done for that day done. And then I also work with the sponsors directly. I also work with Ribby and make sure that Ribby shows up to all the games and all his appearances. Sometimes he likes to sleep, so.
Well, he is nocturnal.
I know.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I have to do, but it's all really fun.
Right. Now, and you go out to different organizations and you talk about the Swamp Bats and different things like that too.
Yeah, so I've been to like Kiwanis, the Lions Club, the Rotary. Get up there and do a little speech about what the Swamp Bats are and have them ask me questions. And it's really early in the morning most of the time, but it's a lot of fun.
I know, it is. Especially, again, you've been up doing things. I mean, because when the game ends, you're not finished.
Right, we're not. No, we're there for another hour, sometimes an hour and a half, cleaning up and putting everything away.
Right.
And then,
Yeah. So, is there anything that came up in your job that you hadn't expected? Maybe like having to serve cake to hundreds of people?
Oh, that was such a funny night. It was Ribby's birthday, and so we had a cake for him, and just cutting the cake so fast and getting it to all the people, because didn't realize how many fans were in the stands until you give out free cake.
Everybody wants it.
Everybody wants it.
Yeah.
And you just can't cut fast enough to keep up with them.
Right.
But yeah, that was an unexpected night.
But it was fun, and everybody enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah,
and even
really
Ribby had a piece of cake. Yeah. I have to watch that little center line, though. Yeah. You don't want to put on any weight during the off season. Okay, so what were some of your biggest challenges throughout the year? I know. If anybody goes to the Swamp Bat games, you do understand that we did have a losing season, which was sad because we had the best guys. And I don't know. I mean, I've never met all of the Swamp Bats in my previous years, but I got a chance to meet everybody by doing interviews and things like that this year, and they were wonderful.
They were.
I felt so sad every time we'd have a game that would go right to the end, and then it would get sucked right out from underneath us. It was just like, oh, it's so close.
those are the worst nights that we had because
Yeah.
we would get so excited and then be disappointed at the end of the night.
Right. And it wasn't like they got slaughtered.
Right. No, it was never that bad.
No, I mean, we had a couple of, if we had had a couple of runs, we would have won the game. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just so sad because these guys, they have talent. We had great pitchers. We had runners. We had just nothing ever almost clicked all together. And one of the fans, George Dubois,
Oh, yep.
one of the host families.
Yes.
We were talking about that one night, and he said, "We just need a string of bats." And I was like, "Oh, you mean like a string of bats?" But yeah, I mean that's all we needed really is to get something going and
Yeah.
have it run continuously.
And that was definitely one of our problems this season. But it was also one of the things that we ran into was trying to keep a positive attitude going too.
Yeah.
Because with all those losses so close
I know.
too.
And those guys, they
then-
don't want to lose.
No, they don't.
No,
They
I mean they're
definitely
not
don't
going
want
out there to lose games. They're not here to waste their summer. They want to win.
Right. They
Yeah.
all come here for a reason,
Right.
and to become a better player and to do the best that they can,
Mm-hmm.
and to just have so many of those nights. And
I know.
that
It's
was
a struggle.
hard.
Yeah. But I was very impressed with the guys because they did all come out positive.
Yes.
And I was watching like when is it going to happen? When are they going to be down? But they were all excited still and knowing that that's what their job is. And with a
Yeah.
lot of the interviews that I did, they all talked about how hard baseball is.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't think of it as, I think of it as fun, but I always did it because it was a game. They do it because they want this to be their life.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. We definitely had some of the nicest guys that you can meet on
Right.
our team this year.
Yeah.
We never had anybody say that they had a bad time with them. They were always so upbeat and wanted to be out in the
Yeah.
community and be with the fans. And
And
it was
the
just
host
great.
families, I'd never heard anything, everybody was just raving about,
Oh,
the
yeah.
boys. And listening to some of the things that they did, they climbed Mount Monadnock, a lot of them were fishing, a lot of them went to Brentwood and played golf. Yes. And Ribby likes the miniature golf. There's a tournament for
Yeah, we
miniature
have
golf.
a tournament
Yeah.
every year,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Ruby comes out, the players,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's a great time. This year
Right.
is a little windy, but it
Yeah.
was still a good time.
Yeah, yeah. So, the guys are out there doing a lot of other things too, besides the games.
Yes.
I think a couple of the guys helped with Cedar Crest. And
Yep, they built the playground, the
Yeah.
wheelchair accessible playground for the children over there.
yeah. So what are some of the high points that you see from the season?
Some of the high points?
Like, some of the things that you're really proud of from the guys or from your team, from the interns?
I was really proud of the interns and their positive attitude this year towards anything. Every time I asked them to do something silly or weird, like when we had to go out and do the instant recess for Healthy Monadnock 2020, they went out there and they're like, "Yeah, we can do this." And it was just so much fun.
Yeah.
When we did Cancer Survivor Day at the hospital.
And was Ribby there?
I think Ribby was there.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It was
Yeah.
at the very beginning of the season, which seems like it was yesterday, but
Right.
also so far away.
Yeah.
And we were dancing there, trying to get all the people hyped up. So,
Yeah.
they always positive attitudes, 100% from both the interns and the players. I couldn't have asked for a better group of people.
Yeah. No.
I just couldn't.
I know. It's all we needed was that one more step.
Yes.
But honestly, I was so impressed with everybody that is out there, and I think the organization is a great organization. They've got everything down. They make it look easy.
Yeah,
You make it
well,
look
I'm glad.
easy. People don't see all of the stuff that you do to prepare or to make sure that you have everything ready and all of that stuff. I think on the 4th of July, I helped sell ice cream.
Oh,
Yeah,
that must have been.
I was going around, and I think Brooke was too, and
Yeah.
Tom and some of the people, and I could not believe how many people bought stuff or were excited or were at the game. It was really great. So
yeah.
this is a real community thing.
Oh, it is. Yes.
Yeah, and so it's the boys are going out. Ribby goes out and does his things,
Yeah.
or hers. Ribby
Ribby's your back,
is
Joe.
Ribby. Yes. The Reading with Ribby program is a
Yes.
really excellent thing that you guys have for, the kids in the...
Oh no! Did
here-
you lose your
I've got a book for you, Ribby. There you go. Yeah. So Ribby's he's going to be reading up on the swamp bats. There will be a quiz prior to the beginning of the next season, but this was the booklet that was passed out
Yeah.
for the games. It was really informative. It helped with a lot of questions that we had. It gave a lot of
Yeah.
information about the boys and things like that. And it talked about the Reading with Ribby. It talked about this Swamp Bat mini golf tournament that they
Yeah.
have every year.
And our camps and stuff like that.
Right. Oh,
it's
that's right, in the camp.
It's chock full of stuff.
Oh, it is.
You
It is.
Anything and everything is in that booklet.
Right, right.
So.
And then another thing that they had was they had cards.
Yes, our
These are
baseball
really,
cards.
yeah, I have all kinds of cards. And, you know, these are great pictures. They're a little bit more up to date than they were in the booklet.
Yes.
But I love these cards. These, do you have any left, do you know?
Oh, yeah, we
Okay.
have tons of them
Okay,
left.
so you can purchase these by donation only. So if you want to contact the Swamp Bats, you could contact them by going to their website. It's www.swampbats.com.
Yes.
Awesome. And so, you know, they're the great cards. And, you know, like after the games, the kids would go out and get things signed. I can't tell you how many balls were getting signed. And oh my gosh.
It's the cutest thing.
It is,
really is.
it is.
When they all run out there and they're like, please sign this.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you're adorable.
Yeah, yeah. There was one girl, and I just happened to get the shot, but there was one girl that was talking with Larry one day, and he was signing her ball, and then he gave her his gloves. Oh my gosh. She was like,
like
what?
Christmas.
What? Are you giving me gloves for? And then she looked at him like, oh, I have Larry Kistler's gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she went over to Connor Fitzsimon, and Connor Fitzsimon made a comment about, oh, you got Larry's gloves. And once she realized that that was a big thing, she was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Oh, yeah. No?
Yeah. And then Larry, towards the end of the season, had a picture taken with her. And the glow on both of their faces, because I know Larry really likes to help little kids.
Oh, yeah.
And this little girl just was in awe of Larry. And it's same as many of the children that come and get
most
their
definitely.
balls signed and talk to the players and things like that. So it's really a great thing.
It was really cute. At the end of every game, there's one player, and the boy that lived in his host family would help him carry out his bag. And like every time my heart melted.
Is that the little guy?
The little guy.
The rocket, the ring pop guy.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
we're on the
it
same
is,
page.
it
yeah.
is, yeah.
It was just so cute. You
Yeah.
were just like, that is the best picture that we could have.
Yeah, and what memories, you know, for
Right.
these kids. You know,
Yeah.
it's just wonderful. Yeah. So your day starts when you have a game?
We start
For a home game.
For a home game, we start at 3 o'clock at the field. And
And
that's
what-
at the field.
And what do you do at 3 o'clock?
So that's when we start pulling out the tables, start cleaning everything, start cooking everything, start like cutting the fries, because those are all hand cut.
Yeah, delicious.
And they are when they're left over at the end of the day. It's my favorite. And so we just get it all set up, and then people start strolling in around like 5 o'clock. So we start going then.
Yeah,
And
wow.
Yeah, it's a long day.
And it's amazing. You know, I've heard it before, but they really do line up all their chairs along third base
yeah.
line. It's crazy.
Some of them walk them to the fence behind home plate. They actually physically walk them there. And I got to witness it one day when I was there, like really early. I was there at like 11 o'clock or something. They just came over, plopped their chair down,
Yeah.
and locked it. And I was like, all right, they do it. It's so funny.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
great. We have like the best fans. They're
Oh,
there
yeah.
at every game. They're always rooting for us. Some of them even go to the away games. They're like super fans.
Yeah. Well, and I think one of your cheerleaders for the games really is Ribby.
Oh, of course.
Ribby goes around throughout the games and is saying hello to the kids and
Yeah.
doing photo ops and plays games. I mean, it's really crazy to see all the things that Ribby's doing during the games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ribby's got a full schedule when a day comes, and as soon as the day's over, Ribby can't wait to go to sleep. Just like
Go
the
up
rest
and
of
hang
us.
down and yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Well, he's got a really great place to live.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I love my field.
Yeah. So let's see. Ribby he's been at the golf tournament,
Yep.
right? The miniature golf tournament, yes. And you don't play Ribby, right? You're
Oh.
just encouraging, or does Ribby play?
plays some holes.
Ribby plays? Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Well, so if anybody wants to play next year, you should get a hold of, again, go to, I'll say it several times today,
Yeah.
swampbats.com. I
Yeah.
mean, there's so much information that you can get, and contact us, you know, whatever. You know, they've got stats, all kinds of information, so you're really going to like it. Just go to
Yes.
the
There's
website.
a lot of information
Yeah.
on there. And anything that you can't find on there, feel free to email us. We have our email. It's swampbatsribby@gmail.com.
Ah.
So feel free to email us there with any questions that you don't have answered through the website.
Great, great. Now, one of the most important things that I see Ribby doing, even in the off seasons, is the Reading with Ribby program, and that's through the Keene Public Library.
The Friends of the Keene Public Library.
Okay. And so, how many children does that touch? What is involved with that?
Let's see. This year we went to 13 different schools within the Monadnock region, and Ribby went to visit all of them in March. Did a cute little skit with the kids to get them excited about reading. It was about going out on adventures and magical potions, and the kids were so excited, and we challenged them to read for 20 minutes, 18 different times in a 4 to 6 week period.
Great.
And it's amazing how many kids finish. It truly is.
Well, Ribby is inspiring.
Oh, he is.
Right.
He definitely is.
Yeah.
I think this year we had over 1,300 kids complete the program.
That's excellent.
And I think there is only 2,200 kids that were in all of it to begin with.
There's so much more to the Swamp Bats than just the baseball game. And again, that's why, when the season goes the way it goes, it's not just the season. To me, it's all of it. It's not just one night, it's the entire season. There's so much more to it. Don't you agree, Ribby? Yeah. Yay! Yeah. So you have games.
Yeah.
And the kids participate in the games, and most of them encourage all the kids to run to Ribby. Yeah. And so, sometimes I'm wondering, is Ribby going to get knocked over? Because those kids come in they're
Ribby
crazy.
has been knocked over a few times, but it's a lot of fun. They go out there, whether it's Digi Bat or the ice cream eating contest. It's just always fun.
Yeah.
Getting them out there. They're just so excited.
Yeah.
And I wish I could bottle their energy. They're just, it's great.
And then for the adults, we only have a few more minutes, but for the adults, we have the Vision 2020. I mean, the kids can dance too, but what a great way to get people up. Yeah. And then you have the 7th inning stretch.
Yeah,
and we had you guys singing, not some of the interns anyway.
Yes.
They were singing. And then you've got the 7th inning. If there's a Grand Slam home run, we actually had one of those this year.
Absolutely
with
crazy.
the Fenton family.
Fenton family Grand Slam inning. Yep.
Yep. I mean, that's great. Then you have the tennis balls.
Oh, the tennis ball toss. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Getting in that car and driving around.
Oh yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah. and the enthusiasm that the kids have for throwing the balls in.
Oh yeah.
It is so much fun. I sold a few of the tennis balls, and I had some people buy 10 tennis balls, and I was running a special. You could buy 1 tennis ball for $1, or you could buy 5 for $5.
Right. Yeah.
And seriously, people would buy the 5 for $5 if they had a $5 bill. I mean, they are so generous to be able to want to do something like that. So what I want to encourage people to do is get involved with the Swamp Bats, because there's so much to it, and there's so many different things that people can do. If you want to be, let's see, I have a whole list of things here. If you want to be an intern, I want to just get back to that just real quickly.
Yeah.
But a host family, if you want to be a host family, if you want to have a bat kid, if you want to be a sponsor, if you want to donate for raffles, I mean, there's so much that you can do. If you have a nonprofit organization, or if you want to volunteer to sell food and things like that, or whatever you can do, just get a hold of them, swampbats.com. And if you want to find out what you can do, go to them. They'll have ideas. I'm sure they've got things that you can do. Now, just quickly, to be an intern, what are you looking for?
Somebody who's very outgoing, somebody who likes working with children because they do the on-field games, somebody who's looking to work in the nonprofit world or in the sports world. One of those two will take. Or even the broadcasters, we could do that too.
So what you're looking for is people that want to be positive, that want to work with the community, have fun, and enjoy. So what we're going to do is we're going to hope to look and see you next year at the Swamp Bat Games. I don't know who was going to be there, but I know it's going to be fun. And we're going to leave with a few photos that we had from this year. So go Swamp Bats.
Bye.
Is there any more bizarre? John, I got you, baby. Is there any more bizarre on-field contest than the tennis ball and the NECBL? We pride ourselves on that. Yvonne DeMay runs that for us. Yvonne? We're here to give away some money tonight. I'm not sure if folks know that we give away 50% of the money that's spent on tennis balls. 25% each night, and then a bucket of 25% at the end of the season, and that would be tonight. This year, we sold over 2,000 tennis balls. There were 459 qualifiers, meaning 459 balls ended up in the car. The total dollars we're going to draw tonight is $517.50. Ribby, go at it. $517.50. We're going to announce the winner right now. You do not have to be here to win. Those fingers are hard already. Drum roll.
Ribby is so much fun.
Yes.
Okay, the winner, $517.50, is Madison Myers.
Yay, Madison.
Yeah.
Anybody know Madison Myers?
$500 winner.
Madison Myers is the
Over
winner.
that, but
And we do have
that's a
a
lot.
cell phone,
That's a pretty nice,
we will call her.
thing
Thank
to
you,
take home.
fans, who have played
yeah.
that game all year. Thank you so much.
So this was the last night. This is
Yes.
the last game of the season. Very sad.
It was.
Yeah.
It was really sad.
But it was great that they went out winning.
yes.
Yeah.
That was important.
Yeah. And they won the last 4 of the 5 games that they
I
played?
think so, yeah.
Even this music, I was like, oh.
I know. You should have seen me. I was a wreck that night. It was all the time. I was like saying goodbye to people.
Yeah.
I was crying.
And you'll see a little bit later, the families were there picking up their kids, or the host families were enjoying things with their kids. So
Yeah.
it will be a year that I will remember, even though it didn't turn out the way we wanted to. Maybe it did. You never know.
Yeah.
Because, that's what life is like. You never know what journey you're going to be on and where it's going to take you, but you'll get there.
It'll definitely be memorable for me too. I agree.
And I know Brooke would feel the same way if she was here.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
She had a lot of fun doing the show this year.
Good. She was great.
Yeah. She did some other things too. She, sold food, and she really wanted to get involved quite a bit. So, we'll definitely see her next year.
Oh, look at all the kids
I
waiting.
know. And there they are. That's Zach, I think.
I think
Zach
so.
Williams? Yeah. He was there with his family, I think. And this is a great way to bring memories. That's how I look at it too. Is like these kids, they joke around and stuff, but this is really meaningful to these kids. And meeting Ribby or meeting the players.
It's like they're actual major league players in Keene.
Exactly.
To these kids. Yeah. It's really important for them.
Yeah. And look at these players are all mentors.
Yeah.
So we are very lucky to have such great guys, showing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
This little kid.
Oh, he went to our camp.
Did he?
He had the shirt on.
And so Zach has something about picking people up. I don't know what it is.
He's just
Here
a
he
really
goes.
nice guy. Oh. All right. I guess he wants to show how strong he is?
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, what a special picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is one of the newer players. I think this is Eric. He was from Franklin Pierce.
Oh, okay.
Watch Andy in the back. Here's your girls.
Oh, yeah.
Ball game. Be a little forgiving. Walt is in here tonight, so the interns are going to take it on. So please sing along. Sing along, guys. Help us out. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me something that's a cracker.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
What beautiful voices they have. Yay. They did great.
It was funny at the end. That little kid grabbed a ball and gave it to that gentleman.
Oh,
And
he's one of the ones
really
that comes
touching.
every
It was
game.
yeah. And it was really touching. So thank you guys for joining us for the season. I hope that you'll stay in tune and look forward to the Swamp Bats in 2016.
Yeah, thank
All
you
right.
for having us.
Thank you. See you guys in 2016.